It is Sunday, August 14th. I'm okay at days. I wanted to talk a little bit tonight about how and why I love art history. It's kind of difficult for me to explain why I like art history because, I don't know, I'm not an art history major and it's not really my passion to research. But thinking about it and talking about it are really fun because I just make fun of everything. So first, I'm going to quickly explain why art history is important. Art history is really important because it is a strong assistant to the study of anthropology and human history. As humanity developed, how we comprehended the world around us developed and how we expressed it developed. Like, if you look at early Byzantine art, everything is really flat because people didn't have an understanding of how to depict a realistic 3D dimension on figures, on the landscapes, on anything. So everything was very flat and looks really fun as you move forward through art history. You know, we get an improvement in thinking as there's better spatial understanding, and the math and the research is there to explain why you do certain things for multiple point perspective and so forth. So that's really cool and really interesting to me to see. Like, we have concrete evidence that this is how society advanced in their thinking. So that's one of the reasons why I like art history, because it is the study of human anthropology. I swear I learned more about humanity through my art history classes than I did in any regular history class. We all know Michelangelo's David. But now let me introduce you to Donatello's David. Donatello's bronze David is great. It is like a little fey girly boy. He is kind of just absolutely delightful. And that little hat and his contrapposto. What I kind of really like about Donatello's David is that he's still a child. Michelangelo's David, fantastic. It does so many important things and he was so smart with what he did. But there's something kind of just weird and ridiculous and adorable about Donatello's little bronze David. After that comes one of my favorite sculptures of the 1600s, Bernini. Look at the energy in Bernini's David. This David is like, I am kicking ass and taking names and fuck you for being a goddamn giant. His David is like, I ain't afraid of you. He's just about to go and swing his fucking slingshot and take out Goliath. Bernini's David is kicking ass and taking names with no apologies. I love it. Here's a quick peek at a Bernini piece that I've seen more often than any other. This is a bust of Bernini's Jesus. There is no Jesus that I love more than Bernini's Jesus than this bust. It's an oversized bust, but at least from the angle that I usually see this Jesus don't give a shit. This is bitch-face Jesus. Jesus is like, nah, just no, shut up with your whining. This Jesus is over it. This Jesus is like, my God, you are killing people in my name? The fuck is wrong with you, modern Christians? America, you are doing all this shit wrong. You don't use my name in blasphemy. Bitch-face Jesus is like the angriest and most tiredest Jesus. What was Bernini's intention when he created this Jesus? I don't know. All I know is that my reading of it is hilarious to me. Because this Jesus just can't. He just can't. When I looked at it again one day, and Bernini drilled his pupils, and they look like hearts. So it's like, I love to hate you. The last thing I'm going to say about art history for now is, with looking at human comprehension and human understanding of each other and of different things, we see things that are still common in modern day art and in modern day society. Like, look at these two paintings of Judith beheading Holofernes. This one by Caravaggio has kind of like a weird, frail, little blonde shit, and this one by Artemesia G is like the baddest asses Judith ever. She is like, I am cutting this head off, and then I still have to make dinner. God damn it. all this bullshit, just cutting through this head. She don't give a shit. She's like, hey, maidservant, we're gonna just do this. Hold him down, cut off the head, we're good. With their body language, though, with Caravaggio's, where she's kind of all dainty and far back, is like, oh, I don't want any blood on me. But Artemesia, she's like, oh, again, I've got to cut off another fucking head. Really? This is just so... I've got better things to do with my life than cut off this dude's head. I mean, come on. Artemesia's Judith is just so over it. She's just so done. She was done before she even got there. I have a friend who will appreciate that joke. But just seeing the difference in how the same woman, the same story is depicted is amazing, and it just shows that how men see women and how women see women and the strengths that each give one another, in media, hasn't changed. So yeah, art history is amazing if you let it be amazing. Yeah, so make any sense to us, but it's how they comprehend. That's, look at the energy in Bernini's Jesus. Fuck. Bernini's most amazing and fantabulistic. So, Artemia's, I'm getting worse at her name every time I say it. Mary's head, Holophonies, fucking fuck these names.